Hey guys, B8KD here, giving you a first look at the Minmatar Cyclone. This is a pretty funny looking ship. It looks like a lion or something. I think this is the front of the ship, and this is the back. I always get confused. But this thing is a Tier 7 Battlecruiser that I just leveled up for, so I spent just about all the money I had to buy this thing, and I fitted out with the best equipment I had. Let's just kind of go over it a little bit. It has 6 weapon slots, which is just insane. 4 mid slots, well, 3 mid slots and a drone slot, and 5 low slots, which is pretty intense. How I fit this out, I put 6 Challenger medium missile launchers on to go with my damage and my range extender. I'm going to try medium heavies on a little bit, but my maximum range is 48, which is pretty good. I'm basically just trying to fend people off at a distance, and if they get close, I can get out of there. I went with a Lone Ranger medium shield booster. I went with an Aura Warp Core stabilizer, just so I don't get jumped by 5 frigates. I'm sure I'm going to be scouted in anomalies pretty often. Of course, damage and range, and just a medium smuggler afterburner. I don't expect myself to be using the Nosferatu or the Stasis Webifier, but just in case somebody gets close, I can use them. I put a Warp Disruptor so I can try to fend people off if they try to attack me. I can jam them and hopefully kill them. I went pretty expensive on my drone. I went with a Mark 7 Vespa. This has kinetic damage, so hopefully if somebody has like a reactive armor, whatever those things do, this will help adjust the damage in the way I want. For rigs, I basically just went damage and a little bit of range. I went with 2 Warp Jammer Strength. I'm sure you can put velocity mods or something in there. And I did a capacitor recharge adjustment because I will not be able to use a Nosferatu in this build, just so I can keep my capacitors nice and healthy, especially with my afterburner on. Defense wise, this thing has 25,000 total defense, which is pretty beefy. 8,225 in the shield, 772.15 in the armor, and 6,000 in structure. If I were to do medium heavies, I think I would go more heavily in shield and really beef that up. Maybe in the rigs I'd do a shield bonus and maybe a shield recharge bonus and a damage. I'm really just going for long range DPS, and I'm sitting at 437 DPS with this build. So I am going to completely annihilate whatever I'm attacking pretty much. I'm going to go ahead and test this out in a couple anomalies, and then I'll switch to the rapids, and yeah, let's see how that turns out. Alright, we're going to try this out on a Tier 5 large. I'm going to go ahead and warp at 55 kilometers out.
Warp drive active.
we get there. There we go. So I'm about 60 kilometers out. I'm going to go ahead and orbit the Vexor at about, let's say, 40. Lock on all of them because they take forever to lock. So if I pop my range and my DPS, I get 533 damage per second at a 71 kilometer range. That is pretty safe. Pretty much one shots. What that was, a 45 frigate or something. And 1,400 damage spread there. Haven't got hit once. I do have my drone deployed, but it's not within range. But it is completely shredding this large anomaly. Well, I'm going to refit my Cyclone and try it out somewhere else. Okay, I'm back. I re-equipped my Cyclone with medium rapids. I have 5 Challenger medium rapids sitting at 493 DPS, 1 Mark 7. That DPS will go way up if you have the higher tiers of weapons. I pretty much left my mid slots the same. And down below, since I will be closer to the targets, I did equip a little bit more tanky build with the adaptive invulnerability field. I left my range and my ballistic control system on for the extra range and DPS. You don't need a Aura Warp Core stabilizer, but I do not want to blow up. And of course just my medium Lone Ranger add-on before. We are going to start this next anomaly here. It is a section of Super Soft Drink, and we're going to see if we can do it. We're going to warp in at a 45 kilometer just to get set up correctly. My rapids are at 32 kilometer range right now, so I can stay back slightly. I'll probably orbit around 30 and see how much DPS we can output. Now the first wave of Super Soft Drink is fairly easy. Just go to ships. So just a couple of tier 6s and some naval Vexors and such. Go ahead and pop these. Focus fire. One-shot him. 1,400 a spread, 250 from my drone, it looks like. My drone's not attacking, that's just from my Mark 7. It's about 1,500 a burst, not too shabby. little bit closer here. Doing some pretty heavy damage here. Throwing out these T6s. I'd imagine anything above this will be pretty easy too. Tier 7s, 8s, and maybe some small T9s you can easily do. I'm barely taking any damage. Our next wave here consists of only 4 ships. Pop our ballistic control system. We are at a 47 range. That's pretty nice. Especially with the bursting DPS, we can take out 1 or 2 ships before they actually get into our range to damage us. And we're just shredding these guys. Pretty much not even moving. I just realized I'm not even orbiting anything. So I'm sitting here comfortably just chipping them away. A little bit bigger wave here. Only 5 ships. Let's pop both of these. Focus fire. 602 damage per second with the ballistic control system popped. It's insane. Can't imagine what this ship can do in PvP. Sure can take out a Navy Vexel, everything. capacity pretty heavily. I'm getting the second most for it too.
Warp drive active.
Go get some more capacitor back, and then be back for another one. Alright, I had to go find a station and repair. I also swapped my range control system with a capacitor battery. Seems like I was getting drained pretty quick, and I can leave my shield extender on a little bit longer now. I did take out, I think, 2 or 3 of the elites already. It's going at 50. Right at 28 kilometer range now.
Warp drive active.
I'm sure once I train my Battlecruiser engineering up, I'll have capacity. It's only at like 1 or 2 right now. But with these types of missions, you pretty much just warp in and out. Once you get low, you just whittle down the elites until you just have the regular ones left. In here, I'm going to check ships. It's very slow. Rest of the anomaly should be pretty easy from here. The rest of them aren't even doing any DPS to me. Well, overall, this thing is an absolute beast. It shreds just about anything I put it into so far. It was a great investment, even though it was a little pricey. think their price point's around 500 mil ISK right now. However you decide to build it, I think it's going to work good for you. One thing I would recommend would be definitely getting the engineering side of this ship upgraded. This capacitor is a little bit weak as it is, and all I have is 1 point in Battlecruiser engineering. More points would definitely help out its capacitor. I did have to use that capacitor battery to basically compensate for that. But yeah, hope you guys liked the video. Be sure to like and subscribe for future content. Thanks. Bye.